Hey guys, it is April 12th, 2022. It is about 4:37 in the afternoon. Um, I felt like God was telling me to share some things today, but I wasn't really sure exactly what He was wanting me to share. Um, but there have been a lot of things going on lately. Um, just life in general from every direction. And I've often said to my husband that, even with in my previous marriage or his previous marriage, you know, life in general just didn't have this many things going on um, uh, in every direction. There were a lot of things going on, don't get us wrong, but just in every direction, things changing, things, you got persecution, you've got if you talk kids, work, you talk church, life, just the direction that God's having us to go, it's all changing. It's all right here together. So it's been extremely emotional. It's been extremely overwhelming at times. And then you throw the ministry that God has called us to do on top of that, and it's just like, oh my goodness, But at the same time, I think about my life the way it used to be and how I just used to kind of go through the motions. And I don't want to be that way anymore. And even something was said yesterday, about something we were doing, and I said, I don't want to be thought of as a liar. I know I did that for many years. I lied to people, and I'm not that person anymore, and I don't want to be that person anymore. There's a lot of sin and dark places in my past, and God has helped me to overcome and to show me these dark places and help me through these dark places to get to a place where now, even the things that were dark and I was terrified of sharing, I now have the confidence to share them because it's part of my testimony. It's part of who I am. Do I stumble? Absolutely, but I have recognized certain things lately as far as when you get to a certain point, when you get to a level of maturity in your spiritual growth, in your spiritual life, then you recognize things a lot quicker. And it's not to say that they're gonna be easy to overcome when some things arise. It's not the case. I mean, some things you do, some things you don't. It really depends on the circumstance. But at the same time, I'm seeking God's direction and guidance on these situations as well. So, uh, it has been extremely difficult. It's been extremely busy in our lives here lately. And I got home. I left work and got my things done there. Got home and I was like, I just picked up my Bible and picked up my devotional, just started reading. And then the one for today's and the streams of the desert, I was like, wow, that pertains to exactly what we're going through. And it's sometimes really hard to take, but it's sometimes, at the same time, it's really comforting that God is listening. He's hearing, the pleas of his children to where, it doesn't go unheard. Um, I was just talking to my husband last night, telling him, I know God forgave me. I know God forgave me my sins, and I'm not the person I used to be, and I'm very thankful for that. And I know I've showed this before, but this is on my arm for a reason. It says forgiven. It's got Luke 7:47, so that's part of my testimony. But I wanted to read this Streams in the Desert devotional that I just got finished reading, and it's really amazing, and I hope it helps and blesses whoever listens to this. It said, if you had been here, John 11:21. All right, but it says, if only my circumstances and my environment were altered, if only so and so were not trying to live with, dot, dot, dot. If only I had the opportunities, the advantages that other people have, dot, dot, dot. I've been there, done that, said that quite a bit, but don't have that thought process, that mindset anymore. If only that insurmountable difficulty, that sorrow, that trouble can be moved out of my life, then how different things would be. Oh, how different I should be. Let me go and read this real quick, and I'll say something. Ah, dear friend, you were not the only one who had such thoughts. No less a person than Paul the Apostle besought the Lord 3 times that the thorn in the flesh might depart from him, and yet it was allowed to remain. So, even Paul had that thorn in the flesh, and he asked God to remove it, but he kept it there for a purpose. Everything that we go through in life is for a purpose, to teach us, to grow us, to there's things that to help us get to the next level of our maturity, and God is trying to teach us. He wants us to have the closer relationship with him, and that's what he's trying to do with sometimes these trials, these difficulties, these sorrows that are in our lives. Is it hard to take a lot of times? Absolutely it's hard to take sometimes, but at the same time, I've told many people this, that I would rather God be testing me and doing different things in my life to, have the sorrow there, have the difficulty there, because once all that was removed, is God still testing me, and does he think I'm worth testing anymore? I know I'm his, so therefore, he's gonna keep testing me and trying me to get me to learn what he's trying to teach me, to get to that next level, to the maturity, and just keep going up. So I'm very thankful, even though some of the tests and the trials are hard, absolutely, but at the same time, I'm very thankful that he is still working on me and growing me and getting me to the, of course, I'll never be to the point where, I need to be, as far as, he's gonna keep growing me to the day I die, as long as I continue to seek him and follow him and every day. So it says, a certain gentleman had a garden which might have been very beautiful had it not been disfigured by an immense boulder which reached far under the soil. He tried to blast it out with dynamite, and in the attempt it only shattered the windows of the house. Sometimes we do stuff that's we try to we think, oh, this'll fix the problem, make it better, and then all it does is makes it worse, because we're trying to do things at our own time, our own will, our own strength, and it's not possible. And I have found that out as well, that sometimes I have to take a step back and say, God, I've been to the point in my life where I have tried a lot of things on my own. There's an issue or something arises, and it's just like, I can do this, I can fix this, but that's not the case that it's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be the one to fix it. So, anyways, it says, being very self-willed, he used without success one harsh method after another to get rid of the disfigurement, and finally he died of worry and blighted hopes. The heir, a man who had not had common sense but used it, not only had common sense but used it, soon perceived the hopelessness of striving to budge the boulder. So he knew that there was this was there to stay, just like the thorn in the flesh for Paul. It was there, it was to stay. It says, the hopelessness of striving to budge the boulder, and therefore set to work to convert it into a rockery, which he covered with flowers and ferns and vines. And it soon came about that the visitors to the garden commented on its unsurpassed beauty, and the owner never could quite decide which gave him the greater happiness, the harmonious aspect of his garden, or the success of adapting himself to the thing that was too deep to move. So the unsightly boulder, which could not be removed, proved to be the most valuable asset in that garden when dealt with by one who knew how to turn its very defects to account. And I like this last line. This is the line that got me, and so I thought, okay, I need to share this because it's just the last line of this devotional is just absolutely amazing. So it says, God often plants his flowers among rough rocks. And I was like, wow. So, here we are going through, people go through tough times, through difficult circumstances, but he's trying to grow us, into this beautiful masterpiece, flower, as you may call it. And the rockiness is to strengthen us, to get our roots deeper into into Him. And I just think that's amazing that with everything going on, and like I said, as difficult as some things may be in your life and my life and anybody else's life, there is I'm thankful there's a purpose for the difficulties, for the trials, for the for the tribulations that we go through, and it's it's a comfort to me because I see it as if he stops testing me or putting me through trials or tribulations, have I gotten to the point in my relationship with God that it's non-existent anymore? Is there a reason why he's not testing me or trying to grow me any further? Have I gotten to the point where I have completely disregarded anything that he says, and I'm not looking to him, I'm not seeking for him, I'm not looking, searching for his will, and I'm only going for mine? So therefore, why should he test and try me to grow me if I'm not in him? So it's very, very important to stay focused on what God's will is for your life, to notice the things that come into your life as testing or trials to grow you, to strengthen you in what He would have you to do. So I encourage you, and myself, of course, that with everything that comes along, I pray that it'll be something you can look to Him and say, all right, God, what are you trying to teach me in this moment? What are you trying to show me to be able to grow me in my relationship closer to you? And so I encourage you to keep searching for the answers only from Him, and just keep at it. I mean, all because it's quiet and you don't think He's working. God is always working. God is always working. So it may be a yes, it may be a no, and it may be just wait. And that's the problem we have the worst, is the waiting part. We are very, very impatient people. And but I encourage you just to be still. Psalm 46:10. Just I'm sorry. Yeah, be still and know that I am Lord. That's right. So just want to share this with you today, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It's actually quite beautiful right now. So y'all have a great rest of the day, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.